In a stunning turn of events last night, a Khalistani terrorist based in Canada, Sukhdool Singh, also known as Sukhdool Singh, was killed on Canadian soil. Killed in a shootout between gangs. You heard that right. And they have even claimed responsibility for the killing. That is what audacious gangsters do after all, not just in movies but also in real life, in a country where they can behave with impunity. So here is my question to the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Why haven't you blamed India yet? Mr. Justin Trudeau, why have you chosen silence now instead of making one more wild, unsubstantiated charge without real evidence against India? Why haven't you dialed up your Western allies to join this blame game against India? Is it perhaps because this latest turn of events has proved what India has been conveying, that the killings in Canada are just an instance of criminal violence which has become endemic in parts of Canada, because the police and other authorities have been turning a blind eye on the orders of their political masters now in power? Remember when Trudeau linked another Khalistani terrorist, Hardeep Singh Nijjar's deaths, to some mysterious unnamed people in Delhi? Well, it seems like Trudeau's political foolishness is finally catching up with him. But let's just dive into the heart of this matter, shall we? Sukhdool Singh was killed in cold blood, as they say, during crossfire of an inter-gang feud on Canadian streets. You heard that right. Inter-gang rivalry in Canada. After Sukhdool's killing, two figures from Punjab's underworld, Lawrence Bishnoi and Jagu Bhagwan Puria, put out separate Facebook posts to claim responsibility for his murder. Lawrence Bishnoi, by the way, happens to be behind bars, and he boldly declared his involvement in the killing of Sukhdool. He has the followers to implement his orders. But wait, there is more. Moments after Lawrence's brazen social media announcement, another gangster, Jagu Bhagwan Puria, also threw his hat into this blood-stained ring, claiming responsibility for the murder. Bhagwan Puria, once a close confidant of Bishnoi, has now become his bitter enemy. You see, it's a tangled web of gang rivalries. The Bambiha gang that Sukhdool was reportedly working with has rivalry with the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. And here's the thing, this marks the second instance of a Khalistani terrorist meeting a grim end on Canadian soil. Sukhdool met his fate in a similar fashion to the Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Nijjar was killed on the streets of Surrey in British Columbia on the 18th of June. Nijjar's death is currently at the heart of a diplomatic tussle between India and Canada. And that brings me to the burning question that we all must ponder upon. Has Trudeau become, because of his political compulsions, a guardian of gangsters? You see, his silence must be telling us something. Canada was not known for the king of mob violence and gang warfare that some cities became famous for, like Chicago, till the 1970s. Today, it has become a hub of Khalistani terrorists who have injected mob and mafia culture into Canada, a country once synonymous with peace. Indeed, the joke was that Canada was too boring. Nothing happened there. It has become a different story in the decade during which Justin Trudeau has been the Prime Minister. It has become a home for organized crime, for the drug trade, human trafficking. The Khalistani element in this crime world, with terrorist groups like Sikhs for Justice and Babar Khalsa International, have made it a base of anti-India activities, promoting violence against India in the name of secession. They don't hide their politics of hate. They don't hide their politics of violence, for they have nothing to fear from the Canadian authorities. And now they have created a situation where India-Canada ties have taken a heart-pounding nosedive. This is most unfortunate, for India-Canada relations had blossomed into a model of harmony and friendship and cooperation. But Justin Trudeau, you see, has unwittingly opened a Pandora's box of hidden demons. Indian diplomats and security agencies have pounded on Canada's door, urging Justin Trudeau to act against Khalistani terror, to act against the Khalistani gangsters, but to no avail. And because of this, Khalistani separatism, a concept that has zero traction in India's Sikh heartland, thrives in Canada. There, it boldly hosts referendums demanding the creation of Khalistan, sliced right out of the Indian state. It survives because political patrons giving it a nod of approval. You see, erring politicians have mud on their face. Has Justin Trudeau ended up unwittingly with blood on his face, all because of his dangerous flirtation with the forces of anarchy? And in doing so, he has inadvertently given his blessing to their hate crimes. It is a grim reality that begs the big question. Has the Prime Minister of Canada become an unwitting accomplice in this sinister saga? Khalistani terrorists have etched their names in the annals of infamy for orchestrating some of the most horrific terror attacks. Remember the haunting 1985 Kanishka Airlines bombing? It claimed the lives of more than 300 people, including 85 innocent children. Yet, in the face of such tragedy, Trudeau's trusted political confidant, Canadian MP Jagmeet Singh, continues to throw his weight behind Khalistan. But let's just circle back to Sukhdool Singh. Reports have it that Sukha escaped to Canada back in 2017 using fake documents. In Punjab, his name is synonymous with criminality, as there are more than 10 cases registered against him. However, he is among the 43 listed gangsters who have been involved in anti-India terrorism, according to the NIA. And these gangsters left India on either Indian passports, or through fake or forged travel documents, or through the Nepal route in the past. They evade justice in India and continue their sinister activities on Canadian soil. Before Hardeep Singh Nijjar was killed by unknown assailants outside a Gurdwara in British Columbia in June, Punjab police had approached Canadian authorities seeking his extradition to India. But Nijjar was not the only one against whom action or information was sought. Overall, there are 21 key gangsters based in Canada who are wanted by Indian agencies, and their list and detailed evidence against them has been shared with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police on more than one occasion, by the way, in the past year. And earlier this year itself, the Indian counter-terrorism officials had informed the government that Khalistanis in Canada were using modus operandi such as letters to politicians there, creating signature campaigns, forcing debates in legislatures, and calling for punitive measures against India. A key organization behind these activities is Sikhs for Justice, run by Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, banned by the Ministry of Home Affairs. And now that we have laid down the facts for you, let's just return to the big question. When will Canada's staunch allies, those who have been so vocally concerned about Trudeau's allegations, start asking the Canadian Prime Minister the tough questions? Let's not mince words here. Nijjar met his end on Canadian soil, and so did Sukhdool. So it is high time Canada's allies ask why these killings are happening right under Justin Trudeau's nose. Perhaps most crucially, will they ask Trudeau why he seems willing to jeopardize relations with a strategically vital democracy in pursuit of mere vote bank politics? The stakes, after all, are high. Alliances are fragile, and the entire world is watching with rapt attention as this political drama unfolds on the global stage. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.